Hi, John Marshall, the Drill Master. Got an unarmed Marine Corps JROTC team going through regulation drill sequence. So let's get started with that. So I can already tell that command calling is doesn't have inflection in it. It's oh boy. That's not okay. That's not half step or mark time actually. So all there is varying degrees of volume for the commands. Right, face, forward, march. It's just a little bit of it's a. There's a distinction between the preparatory command and command of execution, but it should be right, face, forward, march. So that forward was a little monotone. Forward, but that the Marine Corps order talks about all of these voice attributes, just like the other two manuals do, and well, anyway, so this is just, while it might look nice to half step like this and to mark time with the really high foot, bringing the thigh almost pretty much to horizontal, that's not proper technique. That's it. It's just not proper technique. That's not what the intention of half step was supposed to be. The foot is supposed to clear the deck. That's it for half step, and then for mark time, it's only supposed to come up. The foot is supposed to come up with the toe at 2 inches and the heel at 4 inches. So you're completely surpassing the responsibilities of half step and mark time here, and not surpassing in a good way. We can have standards and surpass those standards, aim for better than the standards, which is fine. That's great. This is not aiming for better than the standards. So also with the marching step, it's just not a natural step here, not at all. And then the halt. So their marching step here has a slight hesitation. I was going to say pause, but I think hesitation is best to describe that. You'll see it throughout. It's just not a normal, natural marching step. Marching is walking at attention. That's it. There's nothing specialer about it. It's just marching or walking at attention. And this is going again, surpassing that standard to try and be so much more, and really it's just out of the realm of normal marching technique. So then when the team halted, it wasn't in a consistent manner for timing. You could see that the one foot was brought up, platoon, halt, step, close, instead of step, close. It's not in cadence. It's intended to be sharper, and it's just not within standards. And that's not a backward step. Again, the foot is only supposed to clear the deck. That's it. It's not intended to be brought up in some majestic manner. So this is several years ago with the P in front of there. So as I've talked about in other videos, the Marine Corps, Navy, and Coast Guard will, on the dress right dress, they will all touch fingertips. Every single squad will look to the right and touch fingertips. Even though they were all covered properly here, it's still, the requirement is everybody touches fingertips. So then ready front and cover are then given. The Marine Corps, Navy, and Coast Guard are the only ones to give ready front cover. Nobody else, Army, Air Force, Space Force, we don't do that. We align to the front and to the right at the same time. We eliminate cover, or the command of cover, the necessity of calling that. So, Commander, not necessary for you to go to parade rest. 12 inches as well needs to be maintained by the team, with 12 inches between the heels. So the commander is not part of the platoon. The commander is separate from the platoon. The commander has different responsibilities from the platoon. So the commander does not go to parade rest. The commander does not salute when giving the command of present arms. So it's surprising that the commander didn't salute, given that she went to parade rest. Great timing, great execution. So you should be maintaining that interval, and you should march with your platoon. It's just so flowery. It's over the top stepping, honestly. That step back. So why did you Commander? Why did you step back with? I know this is several years old. That doesn't matter. Everybody can learn from this. So why did you not step forward with your platoon and yet step back with your platoon? So inconsistency there. And you should move with the platoon, by the way. Great execution on facing movements. Again, everybody touches the fingertips. And then ready front cover. That's only for the Marine Corps, Navy, and Coast Guard. Okay, so I thought I saw a hand come out there. Arm swing for the one or two steps that the back squads come forward. Arm swing always needs to be. Now let me go towards the camera here. So my right arm is in front of the camera, so it needs to be straight ahead, just like that. All right. Now if I swing my arm over here straight ahead, it looks like it's going out because of the camera angle. But here, the camera is right in front of third rank, and I noticed this. Watch right here. There is a hand that pops out. So that means that the hand is coming out like this. Well, I can't move over that way. So hands coming out and popping out, moving away from the body instead of straight forward. Now, you did that properly, Commander. So, see, it's an inconsistent understanding of your responsibilities for each of the moves so far. Good face and march. And again with that stop and then an immediate close instead of an in cadence close. Okay, so Commander, you should be maintaining a 3-step distance. Why you are so far back, close to a 6-step, but it just, it's very strange that you give forward march, and then you have to take enormous steps to arc over and get centered on and 3 steps away from the platoon. That's, again, just not understanding the responsibilities of the commander. And I've already commented on the half step. It's supposed to be a toe strike. Well done on executing the toe strike. Third squad leader there, excellent first step, and then going into the toe strike. But it's just much too much exaggerated. So we can see right there, there's that arm that was swinging out. Actually, there's several arms that are swinging out, and it's interesting that the team will be executing a flanking movement, and instead of swinging forward and then coming, well, my mic's in the way there. Instead of swinging forward straight out from the body, there's already an anticipation of movement to the left, and that's why the hands are coming out to the left. The body is, you're already thinking movement to the left, movement to the left. Okay, good. So you're anticipating that movement, so it's not as clean of a look that well, that was an exaggeration too. So while it looks really cool, that foot placement wasn't. It's just not the technique. All right, so we have foot placement here. It's a crossover when it should be a 30-inch step, keeping the marching, your walking base. We'll call it a marching base. So again, the walking base is the distance between the inside of both feet. It's anywhere from 3 to 5 inches. It's a personal thing. Has a lot to do with your hips and the muscle development and all that stuff. So anywhere from 3 to 5 inches, fine, not a big deal. So to the rear should have looked like this, with measuring from heel to heel, then 30-inch step, turning on the platforms, but we had lots of step over here. And what I want to show you next is the flare of the heel. There, right there. Massive flare of the heel. Let's try from here. Not authorized. It's just like exaggerated facing movements. So everybody's heel should have ended there, pointing straight back, and then everybody should have stepped off. That would have been just fine. However, we have that exaggerated heel flare out to the side that you can see that it's just a push out, just a hesitation, and then a pop out of the heel, and that's not authorized. While you think it may look good, it's not proper technique. Well done. That was very good. I just think the Marine Corps way of doing this, column half right, column half left, it's kind of weird. The Air Force just did a great job with forward march and then incline. Just get there and make it look good. Excellent job. Really, that was well executed. Okay, no. Holy cow. That's not double time. That was a bunny step. Oh boy. Yeah, that's not even close to double time. So double time, your arms are going to move back and forth, like a choo-choo train type thing, and then 36-inch step, and that you're not even. That's not even close to getting to the standard there. So I gotta say that you're maintaining tempo. Which is good. Your half step, still maintaining the tempo, and that's great. So the third step of the change step it has to be in the same double tempo. So you did the change step march, and then you did step, but then you continued with a regular step. It has to be step, step, step. It has to be 3 steps that are double the tempo so that you can actually change steps. And you did 2 steps that were double the tempo there. Good technique for the commander, waiting for the team to come around for the column movements. But that half step just isn't the required technique at all. Great maintenance of, or I should say maintaining alignment and spacing. And here, this is a bit frustrating, and you're too far away, Commander, for this. So nowhere in the literature for drill meets like this does it say that this is a pass and review. That's the only time that the commander would move to the front, and then it's a parade or review, and then salute from that position. Every other time, the commander stays at the side, in this case 3 steps away, and then renders the hand salute on that side, the opposite side of the platoon, for the simple reason that you're taking the team through the all of these techniques, all the sequence of commands to be judged, and this is not part of the switching to parade mode. Isn't part of the sequence. So wrong foot there, coming back. Eyes right is given on the right, purely for arm swing sake, and then given on the left for ready front, purely for arm swing sake. And it was developed because of the commanders holding the sword. It was impossible to coordinate arm swing given the command on the opposite foot. So right for present, or for eyes right or left, and then on the left for ready front, and it facilitates arm swing completely all the way through. Do I detect a maybe a lean back? I've been trying to figure that out. Well, she said it twice, and I don't know what the school name is. Sorry. I didn't understand it. And there is, so on that facing movement, you could see the flared heel. I'm not even going to attempt to guess what the school name is. So watch the left heels. You can see that they're flared way out, just like the to the rear. When the heel faces you and you're off to the side, then you know exactly what's going on. And that's just a enormous flare that is an authorized technique. So this is several years ago when it was really unfortunate. There was only one entrance and exit point, which for regulation drill, yeah, fine. It's good that there's now an exit, a different exit point. It just facilitates the process that much faster. But for exhibition drill, then it really it hinders creativity for the entrance, which is unfortunate. So, all right, yeah, some interesting things that you can see in teams trying to stick out from the sea at drill meets, and I get that, I really do. But going to this level, to that's not a stick out. It's not a positive stick out. It's a stick out like a sore thumb, and that's poor technique, wrong technique, poor execution. But really, it's such a sharp team. Holy cow! That was a fantastic performance execution wise, but the substance was just not there as far as the Marine Corps order goes. So, all right. So, thank you for watching.